Have you ever thought about what mankind must have been like before we sinned? I'm talking about our original purpose as described in Genesis. All of creation, as it was spoken into existence, God called it good. And then God does something special. He reaches down. He doesn't speak man into existence. He comes down, kneels down in the dirt, and forms Adam out of the dirt. And he calls mankind very good. We are his special creation. More than that, in Genesis 1, 26 to 27, it's talking about how we are the image bearers of God. We are created male and female in God's image. That means there's something about us when God looks down on us. There's something about how we are, how we're being created, that we reflect something about him. It's that spark of the divine that somehow we are reflections of who he is, his image bearers. And not just image bearers, but we were given dominion over creation, over the beasts of the field, over the fish in the sea, over the birds in the sky. We were given dominion to subdue it, to cultivate this creation. But then the fall happened, and a lot of things changed. All of a sudden, it seems like our dominion has diminished. Before, the animals came to Adam to be named. They walked up to him. We lived in that kind of harmony. But as it says in Genesis chapter 9, now the fear and dread of us is in all of the beasts of the field. Animals now are scared of us. We don't reflect God's image like we used to. Surely we don't. Even though we haven't lost all of what that means, we're still created in the image of God. But still, when he looks down at us now, I would have to think that sin has somehow marred the reflection. But still, it is in our hearts to get back what we have lost. We feel that. We feel the need to go out and to subdue creation once again. We feel the need to represent something bigger than ourselves, don't we? And so, that's exactly what Satan offers us. Satan offers this shortcut to getting back what we have lost. I remember in Matthew chapter 4, when Jesus is tempted in the wilderness by the devil, Satan goes in his last temptation and offers Jesus, look out, see all the kingdoms of the world and the glory and the splendor? I'll give you all that with the catch, you fall down and worship me. And of course, we know Jesus didn't take that temptation. I think in different ways, Satan offers that to us. He offers us the chance to regain dominion, the dominion that we lost. He says, build your kingdom now. He rushes us, he pushes us. He tells us this is the only life that you're gonna have. And he tells us to go out and to make the most of this world and build our kingdom. To gain this world back, but with the catch. We do it by essentially bearing his image, his values. We do it his way, not God's way. Jesus says later on in Matthew chapter 16, verse 26, what does it profit a man if he were to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What can a man give in exchange for his soul? This is what Satan offers, but it's a perversion. It's a perversion of what God offers the believers in Christ in the church age. In Romans 8, verse 29, it talks about how we're being conformed, the believer is being conformed back into not just the image of God, but specifically the image of God the Son. We're looking more like Christ. We reflect Christ. We reflect his values, what he is. There's something about Christ that is in the believer. We look like Christ. Early in the chapter, in Romans chapter 8, verse 16 and 17, it talks about how we are joint heirs with Christ. We've been adopted by God, and we are joint heirs with Christ. That means that what Christ gets, what Christ inherits, and he inherits everything. We are joint heirs. We get what he gets. One day, we have the promise that we will rule and reign with Christ. Satan offers you the kingdom now with strings. Jesus says, wait, watch for my return, and pray as I taught you to pray, thy kingdom come, thy will be done.